Just cut him in the chest.
Perhaps there is strength in will. Would that I had not relinquished my own.
Time for the suck. Right.
You relinquished nothing. What was it, if not will, that made you strive for a new world? Strive to win your master's approval? You were shown a fantasy, and you chose to believe it. But you were wrong.
What?
There is no world, but the one we live in.
No, Final
And
Fantasy.
that world is worth saving. Even if it means killing a god.
Bold words. From one who has served the Lord so well.
This is pointless.
But I almost forgot. I promised that I would make you presentable. Did I not? We shall fulfill our destinies. Just as the Lord's Mothercrystals have fulfilled theirs. Come, Clive Rossfield. Take what is rightfully yours. Become one with God.
No!
At long last, salvation.
It's only turn all milky.
I'm coming home. Mother.
Bring a Kashik or like crystal? There's crystal curse. No, a Kashik. Well, I guess he did just instantly lose his icon, so all that protection's gone. Interesting.
Tell me, how does it feel?
Show yourself! Face me!
How does it feel to consume your rival's strength, to gorge yourself on their beam, to edge step by trembling step ever closer to the divine? With or without a will, you are still but a vessel, our vessel. Behold, how your body shudders in anticipation of its fate.
It's not yours yet.
No. Come then, O wayward child. We shall await you upon the back of the first worm. There all shall end and begin again.
Uncle.
Quickly, my lord, quickly!
Yeah, drink.
Why the hell is my city crawling with the captain? Don't ask me, ask them! Since when was Eugen Hamel want to hide when there was a fight to be had?
Since they stripped me of my rank and banished me from the battlefield. Now I'm stuck wiping the backsides of this lot while the city burns and my wife tails off with a man half my age! And then you turn up! What the hell are you doing here anyway?
We need an army.
What indeed?
The enemy numbers 200,000 or more, counting yours. There are simply not enough soldiers garrisoned in the capital to repel an army of that size.
Then what of the central keep?
Held by a contingent of soldiers and bearers from the surrounding boroughs. They are the sole reason it still stands. And all it took was an army on their doorstep to bring them together.
The prospect of death does put things into perspective.
Perspective. Perhaps it's what we've lacked all along.
I need you to lend me some of your best men, preferably all of them.
My best men! Does it look like I'm evil?
I admit this might not be the most convenient time, but my nephew's in trouble, and I may have already promised him your help.
Your nephew, the outlaw. My soldiers have better things to do than die for nothing.
And you and he are of the same mind. I fights for the opposite. He fights for a world in which we shouldn't have to live and die for nothing. And he fights today to give us all a chance of a better tomorrow.
Be that as it may, a handful of men cannot stand against a kingdom.
Then mayhap they are the wrong men.
Well, I'll be damned.
Our numbers are few, but I shall rally as many of my dragoons as I'm able. You, apprise the Lord Strategist of the state of the city's defenses.
Yes, Your Radiance.
And you would fight alongside us?
I owe the Phoenix a debt.
Does this vouch for my nephews?
Aye, but I still have my doubts about you.
Which we can discuss later.
Indeed.
You said you had men garrisoned in the keep. Captain, do you know how many yet remain?
Allow me to confirm. Commander?
Whatever their number, Randalar will be needing
Gather the
them
bodies
all.
and build a pyre in the courtyard. Quickly.
Terence,
My lord.
you will find a girl there.
A girl. We are in the middle of a war.
I owe her my life, and I always pay my debts. You are to see that she is provided for.
Dion, I cannot leave.
But you shall. If I'm ever to be worthy of the forgiveness of our people, then I must earn it. And I must earn it by my hand, and my hand alone. Know that I do not ask this lightly.
And know that I will do it.
Farewell, Terence.
Farewell, my prince.
Clive!
Thank fuck. You alright?
I am. But I'm a damn sight better for seeing you, Joshua.
And Barnabas.
The king is dead.
So they're all...
They are, but so is their killer. He can't hurt anyone anymore. You're safe.
Gav, we need to talk.
I'm sorry, Clive. You know I want nothing more than to go with you.
I do. But I'm glad you're heading back to the Enterprise nonetheless.
And not just for Edda's sake. Our people need to know what happened here.
You can count on me.
As can she, I hope.
Thank you, my lords.
Do you think that was wise?
Wiser than leaving a woman with child alone in the Deadlands. They'll be safer at the hideaway. For now, at least. This land is overrun with Akashic. The king himself was long turned, albeit by choice, all to serve Ultima in his damnable quest to forge the perfect vessel.
The chaos Barnabas wreaked upon nation after nation. How many were killed for this?
He didn't consider it killing, or a mercy of sorts, a way to end their suffering. He truly wanted to save mankind, and ultimately used that.
As he uses us.
But why us? What are we?
Well, fantasy theme.
What are we? We are dominance. That is our fate. But that doesn't mean we have to accept it, which is why we fight. For the right to deny it. Is that not so?
It is. For our sins. Barnabas said something else. That the Mothercrystals were Ultimas.
Ultimas? Are you certain?
We know that the Mothercrystals have been leading the land of Ether. And we also know that it's this which hastens the spread of the Blight. But what I cannot fathom is what Ultima stands to gain from that. What did you find at the Stronghold?
The truth about Ultima's prize. For so long, I believed it to be you, and you alone. Yet, it is not merely a freed that he desires, but a freed and phoenix both. That which we became in the skies over Twinside. Only when the twin flames are joined, shall his vessel be complete.
Oh, he wants the effort Gundam.
Quite why he needs a vessel is another question. Unless there is something he cannot achieve without one. Something his immaterial form precludes. Something requiring an unthinkable amount of ether and a body resilient enough to channel it. If I did not know better, brother, I would think that he meant to cast a spell. A spell 1,000 years in the making. A spell to end all spells.
And he cannot do it without us. Nor without the Mothercrystals. But if we destroy them all, we will stop not only the Blight, but Ultima as well. We stick to the plan then. Only this time,
we face him together.
Well, it's a long walk to Stonhyrr. Let's not keep Ultima waiting.
Brotherhood. Power icon. Darkness. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Odin's essence. Tuning with Odin not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Gungnir, a frantic flurry of attacks that damage all enemies within range. Full details are found on the abilities page in the main tab in the main menu. Odin's iconic feat, Arm of Darkness, can be used to temporarily transform Clive's weapon into Odin's legendary blade. Any attack slowly charges the blade, readying it for Zontet's skin, which is executed by holding square. Potency is determined by the blade's charge at the time of execution. Fucking sick. That on. AP we looking at here. Dancing Steel. Summon a second blade and unleash a flurry of attacks. Each hit landed significantly fills the Zontet's gauge. Summon the legendary Spear Gungnir and execute an extended flourish of deadly slices and strokes. Each hit landed and fills the Zontet's gauge. Rift Slip. Used to recover immediately from any ability or action. Oh. Heaven's Cloud. Search for to strike an enemy. Can be executed multiple times if in succession. Multiple times in succession if previous hit lands. Each hit landed fills the Azantet skin gauge. Arm of Darkness. Legendary Spear. Look at that again. Trying to decide. I'm gonna run him in.
When Barnabas fell, his magic died with him. The road to Stonhyrr is barred to us no longer.
I'm gonna swap it out for Shiva. Seems like a cooler thing to put in that slot than Shiva. And then I decide what to put here. Judgment Bolt has to stay. They both have the same potency and stagger and stun. I'll just keep it with Gungnir for now. Actually, no. I'm used to that being like a fucking closer of some of sorts. I should probably go with Heaven's Cloud for now. Let's see. Guessing there's new side quests. There are new side quests out in the world. Or at least there's one. Okay, I'm going to come back. We're gonna forge Clive's next weapon, I think, and take a look for any renown and hunt. And then I'm gonna call it a break. I'm gonna get some food and take a break, stretch out, touch some grass.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
And then we'll be back in like an hour or so, and we'll keep on pushing. We'll see how far we can get tonight. We're obviously in the end game now, like the road to the end. Getting all the answers and everything, it's just right there. What do you got for me, Nectar? A, 2 A ranks. Usher to the underworld. Rose's Guild Class share stories of the Crystal Giant Beast who haunts the path less trodden. Illuminating the shadowy canyons with the unmistakable blue glow of Aether and painting them red with the blood of his victims. Our suspicions are correct, and this creature is another construct of Ultima. Only by laying him alone might we truly begin to live on our own terms. They're all A ranks. Blood Moon. After the collapse of the fallen civilization, their technology slept silently within the ruins of their airships for many a long year. However late, these echoes of the fallen have begun to awaken, attacking strangers on sight, presumably as they were designed to do. Some more easily escape. This particular echo persists in pursuing its targets until they lie dead in the dust. Obermoot. A rogue goblin has been sighted several times in the abandoned village of Isla. Presumably drawn by the stores left behind when the villagers departed for the Reverie. The said villagers will not be returning. We shall surely seek to reclaim the village from mankind once this is all over. Thus we end the goblin's misery now before he tears down the house in his search for sustenance. By goal. Among the diverse beasts that make their homes in Waloed, there are many that seem not to be a creation of nature, but of some malign god. Michael is one such creature, a cat that takes an almost perverse delight in hunting down the few survivors of the human race that yet survive on the far continent. Toying with them as a child might a doll, complete with the chewing of their extremities. Agni. A band of crest breakers making their first relay into Waloed encountered this creature near the road to Halfcombe. Though those with memory of Ash before its fall knew Agni as a peaceable beast, one worshipped as the Garlkona of the north, the ether has since addled its mind, sending it barreling hither and yon, crushing anything in its path. To end its torment would be a mercy. Fake. Alright, so we got some new hunts. I think we have a new side quest.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Just the one.
Always something.
And it's along the path to the main quest.
Split the
So when we come back from our break, we're going to start doing some of these hunts and seeing how far we can get there, and if we can maybe make some ultimate weapons. Be pretty dope. And then once all that's done, we'll start pushing to the end. I think we'll finish it tomorrow, probably, if I have to guess. Forge.
So, what'll it be?
Everdark. Ice brand, dark shield, meteorite, trifang. In darkness shall he ever wander, content in her cold embrace. Ikonomaki, Book of Knights 322.
Should last you a good while.
Ultima. The otherworldly being behind much of the tragedy and turmoil that has plagued Valestia, and the creature King Barnabas of Woolly worships as his god. Ultima acquires a vessel in which to inculcate his disembodied soul, and Clive's curious ability to soak the power of other icons suggests that he is the very mythos that Ultima has long awaited. He wills Clive to absorb the other icons that his vessel might be perfected. Stonhyrr. Capital of the Kingdom of Lude, located on the coast of Frigg's Calm, Ash's northmost bay. Its Mothercrystal Drake spine sits just offshore and is connected to the city proper via a massive span that, let us say, required 100 years and an entire mountain's worth of stone to construct. Joshua. Dominant of the Phoenix and younger brother of Clive. His researches into Ultima culminate in the revelation that the creature's true form is one and the same with Ifrit Risen, the creature he and his brother transformed into in the skies above the crystalline dominion. His grip upon the creature he sealed away inside himself by the altar at Drake's head ever fading. He swears to stand with Clive and fight their fate until the end. Right, so like I said, this is gonna be where we take a break. Eat some food, scratch out, all that kind of stuff. Probably be back in like 30 to 45 minutes. See, I can smell the end of the game. I can smell the answers and everything, and seeing how everything plays out. I have no idea. Like, I have no guess how everything's gonna play out once we finish with dealing with Ultima. Yeah, as always, if you like the stream, you like the content, by all means feel free to follow, turn on notifications, that kind of stuff. Usually hang out and try and chat with people if they come in here and ask what I'm doing for my games and stuff like that, so by all means feel free if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But as always, it's not necessary. This is something I do on the side. It's kind of just like a little hobby and nothing I take too seriously, so if you don't, then that's okay too. And yeah, if I don't see you tonight, then have a good rest of your Thursday and a good rest of your weekend if I don't see you by then, and then hopefully I'll see most of you later. And if I don't, then I will see you when I see you, and hopefully be the next time I see you. Have a good night and peace out.